Hi guys, welcome to Rav's Retreat. My name is Rav, and Rav is in his workshop today again. I'm going to make a new series of videos regarding finishing products. Now again, as I did with the tools, it's a subject that I have been over once before, but we went over them rather quickly, so I thought I'd make another series where we sort of delve into them a little bit more deeply. Not literally, of course, but we'll look at them in a little bit more detail. So in this first video I thought I would introduce you to a brand of finishing products for wood turners made by U-Butte Finishers in Australia, or from Australia. They're a brand of finishing products that I've been using for approximately 2 years now, and I must say I am absolutely delighted with them. They are excellent quality and provide an excellent finishing product. They're also very expensive, well, not very expensive, but a little bit more expensive than a lot of other finishing products. But for me, I don't mind paying that little bit extra if you're getting a better product. And I believe that these products are a little bit, you know, cut above the rest. They're excellent. So we'll start off with this stuff. Now, this stuff is called, it's a funny name, EEE Ultra Shine. I hope the camera can focus on that. EEE Ultra Shine. Don't know what that stands for, but basically it says on the label, EEE Ultra Shine Cut and Polish Wax for Turners and Restorers. Now basically what this is, it's a wax that's got a very fine abrasive in with it. Open it so you can have a quick shufty at the insides. In fact, it's been quite hot in my shed of late, and the products are separated, but that's no problem. On U-Butte's website they do say that this can happen, and the way to get it, you know, all back to how it should be is to stick something in and mix it up, give it a good mixing. Okay, so that's what we'll do. And basically, as I'm doing this, it's basically a wax, a paste wax that's got a very fine abrasive mixed in with it. And what you do is you would sand your work, let's say, to 600 or 800 or even 1200. The finer the better, really. And then you would put a coat of this all over your sanded work while it stood, while the lathe stood. You would then set the lathe running at a, you know, a lowish speed, let's say 4, 6, maybe 800 RPM, depending on the diameter of the work, basically. And you would then apply a paper towel or a rag, but of course for safety reasons we shouldn't really use rag, should we? We should be using turner's you know, Turner's cloths or paper towels, and you would apply your paper towel to the work, which would then cause the abrasives which are in the wax to then sand your basically work down to a very fine grit. I don't know what grit it would be, but it would be multiple thousands. And it makes an excellent job. It really does. But there's one point to make. Because it says it's a wax, cut and polish wax for turners and restorers, don't think that you can put this on and use it as a finish on its own. You cannot. It's only to be used as an abrasive. Okay? You need to put some sort of finishing product on over the top of it. Now, when you do it, when you stop the lathe, it'll look brilliant. It'll look like you've applied a wax. Look brilliant. But you'll come back the following day and that wax will have dried and it will look terrible. You know, it needs some sort of finishing product over the top. Now, therein lies a small problem. With it being a wax, you're limited as to what products you can put over the top of it. Now, if you're going to put a wax over the top of it, fine. You know, a paste wax, that will work. If you're wanting to put a lacquer over the top, that ain't going to work. Because this stuff's wax. The lacquer ain't gonna work, it ain't gonna grip because of the wax underneath. So you do have to be a little bit careful over what products you're putting on over the top of it. Basically, I use U-boot products over the top of it. Then you know it's going to work. You know, I'll use this on my work and then I'll either finish it with Shella-Wax or I'll finish it with Shella-Wax cream, or indeed I may use traditional wax over it. So let's get on with this stuff. This stuff is basically, it's a friction polish, but it's probably the best friction polish that I've tried to date, and I have tried quite a few. I've tried Chestnut, Mylands, although Mylands is very good. It's, you know, that high solids one that they do is brilliant, but I reckon this one just steals it. It's probably the best friction polish that I've tried. Very easy to use, very easy to apply. Friction polish, stop your lathe, apply the polish, then start your lathe and apply your, you know, you apply the turner's cloth. A lot of people think you should have your lathe spinning when you apply this stuff, and you shouldn't really. If you do that, you're going to end up with lines in your finish. You should apply it while the lathe's stood and then bring that shine up with the lathe running. But it's probably the best friction polish that I've tried to date. In 10 years, it's probably the best and probably the easiest to use. Now then, this product, Shella-Wax Cream, is basically this stuff. It's basically a friction polish, but in a cream. And what that enables you to do, with friction polish, obviously it dries very quickly. So you're limited to smallish items that you can finish with it. With this being in a cream format, it allows you to do larger items. excuse me, I've actually finished platters with this stuff. I finished a 12-inch platter. So a 12-inch platter's usually a lot bigger than you would attempt to finish with friction polish. But because it's in a cream format, it doesn't dry as fast, so you're able to spread that finish out better. Now, it does take a bit more work to bring that shine up. With it not drying as fast, you do have to, you know, you will have to apply friction for longer. But if you're looking to use a friction polish style finish on a larger item, then this stuff works really well. And when you've finished, it really does look as though you've used friction polish on it. Looks really good. Right, moving on to, I'll show you what it looks like. It's basically, there we are, that's what it looks like. It's just basically a thin cream, or a thick cream actually. When it dries, you'll find that there's quite a lot of it gums up onto your paper. You know, how can I explain it? You'll basically, for the first few times you use it, you'll probably put way more than what you actually need onto your piece. That's what I've done when I first started. You don't, you know, a little amount goes a long way with this stuff. So don't be tempted to put too much on. Right, we'll move on. Traditional wax, U-butte polish. No gimmicks, it really works. For carvers, turners, restorers and general polishing. I haven't actually used this wax yet, as you can see, so I don't know how it's gonna look. I would imagine it'll look something like bry wax once it's finished, you know, the neutral bry wax. But with this stuff, you know, it's going to work over these, you know it's going to work over their Ultra Shine, you know it's going to work over the Shella-Wax cream, and you know it's going to work over the Shella-Wax. So, you know it's going to work. So, again, it's not cheap, but if it's decent quality, you don't mind paying, do you? This stuff is, when I got this, which is probably going on for 2 years ago, £17 a tin. So that's probably going to work out at going on for $30 per pot. This stuff, the E Ultra Shine, £11.90, so £12. That's going to work out at about, what, $20. So as you can see, it's not cheap, but it is good quality. This stuff for a bottle, it's 250 millilitres for £14.45. So again, you're going to be looking at least $20 for a bottle of that. But it's brilliant stuff, and it works very, very well. So if something works, I don't mind paying for it. Right, that's given you a little bit of insight into the stuff. I will make a video in the future that actually shows using the stuff. That's probably the best way of showing you into it. So keep an eye out for that in the future. Right, so I'll end this this video here. I hope you've, but do try them, lads. They're brilliant. They really are great products. I highly recommend them, especially the friction polish. For me, it's probably one of, if not the best friction polish on the market. Right guys, I'll get off. I'm out of here. Well, actually I'm not. I'm going to make some more videos. So, but for these products, we'll end it here. Right, you'll join me on the next video, guys. Catch you later. Take care. Bye bye.